happening, and that's it.
Right.
So, as every day is special, then it is fine. It is like always, like nothing special, because it is always special.
Let's wait for some time for people to come. 1 minute over. So today we are going to go through the other two things, abhiññāya and sambodhāya. So actually for anyone to practice, if we start with nibbidāya and end with nirodhāya, if you can do that 7 all the time, so then that becomes your jhana or meditation or whatever you would like to call, because you'll be able to reflect upon throughout the day. Okay, so you don't have to necessarily go for a sitting meditation or compartmentalize and say that, okay, this 1 hour I'm going to be sitting, or this half an hour I want to sit, or 2 hours or something like that. You don't have to do that. So the sutta what we have taken talks about what he felt, what Buddha felt when he started looking at what to meditate upon or how to meditate upon, or rather when he went to the 2 teachers, what he really what he had presumed it to be and what he really experienced. So there is a question he asked himself: is this all what it is? Is this the one I'm trying to look at? And then he gets doubt and he asks the teacher, is this all what it is? And he says that yes. So you and I are the same now. So we both can explain this to the students. And then he utters this: na nibbidāya, na virāgāya, na nirodhāya, na upasamāya, na abhiññāya, na sambodhāya, na nibbānāya. So na means not. So I did not get this, I did not get this, I did not get this, I did not get this. 7 things he did not get. So that is the yardstick to see whether we are able to get that or not. No matter what we are watching, we might be watching a lot of videos or reading a lot of books or whatever it is. It's good to do that, absolutely fair. But in the end, after I spent 1 hour, let's say I watched a video of somebody, and then it has to give me these 7 things. It should give me nibbidāya, viraga, nirodha, upasamāya, abhiññāya, sambodhāya, nibbānāya. This 7 has to be experienced. If by chance I read something and then I find that it didn't give me anything, I might have read the sutta myself, but it's fine. But first thing is that it should create disillusionment. When I read a sutta, it should, whatever the English or whatever that language is, that's okay. I don't even care whether I know Pali or I don't know Pali. That is also fair. Okay, I go by the English translation or some Indian language translation, or you go by Russian translation, Swiss translation, or whatever translation. That is okay. But the aspect, if I have spent 1 hour on a sutta, and then my question to myself is, okay, I read this, very good. So now let me close it and see the first one. Nibbidāya, disillusionment. Am I finding disillusionment? Now the answer to that, why I am not feeling disillusionment at this point in time, is that I have not practiced Satipatthana. Simple answer. Okay, as long as I don't practice Satipatthana, it's not going to work. So the first thing I need to do is to practice Satipatthana, especially the 32 parts of the body. without that, there is nothing to be disillusioned about. We are always in illusion anyway. So there's nothing to be disillusioned about. So when I see all of you, I'm already in illusion that I'm seeing you. But I'm seeing 32 parts of the body, just like my body of 32 parts. So first thing I need to see is whether I'm getting disillusioned. Yes, I'm getting disillusioned. Then I have to see whether I'm getting viraga. Now, how do I get viraga? The only way I get viraga if I can understand the senses and sense object. So I can refer to Chakra Sutta, which I've already shared with you. So that is 6 by 6. Okay, that one. That particular sutta gives you a complete walkthrough of what are the senses and what is a feeling and what is a perception and how it expands. All that is explained. Let's say I'm not able to understand that. Okay, now there is Indriya Bhavana Sutta, for which I also shared that. These two suttas are sufficient. There's no other hundreds of suttas to go through that, and it confuses oneself. So Satipatthana, especially 32 parts of the body contemplation for nibbidāya, and the senses and sense objects discontinuance or disconnecting them. Whether I go by Girimananda Sutta, which talks about anatta sanya, and anatta, ultimately we have to get into anatta. And anatta can only happen if you remove the senses from sense object. Simple. Or don't worry about the sense object. The senses you have, the mind has the senses. It senses. So it senses an object and it senses a feeling of the object. So two things the mind does. It senses and it senses that particular feeling. And it holds on, upadana, to that feeling. So Vedana Pachaya Tanaha, Tanaha Pachaya Upadana. So that basically the Paticamutpada cycle talks about holding on to something with an expectation that the next moment also I will be enjoying that. So that holding on creates bhava to become that. So let's say I'm watching a movie and I'm being entertained by the movie to an extent that I don't really feel that it's a movie. I feel it's real, because if you've seen a theater effect with sound and lights and so many things, is that the person over there gets totally captivated. That's a 2-hour movie or action thriller or this or that, a person is captivated. What we are trying to do is putting on lights everywhere. So there is nothing to captivate. The screen exists and the movie exists, but you are not part of that movie and you are not that movie. But in darkness, there is ignorance, avijja, ignorance. I become the movie, and you can really watch that. Every person sitting in a theater is completely captivated, no matter what language movie is that. It really doesn't matter. And ignorance is always darkness, and that's the reason you need to darken the whole theater and only the light is coming on the screen. You just cannot enjoy if there were lights everywhere, because the screen becomes, then the screen goes away, then there's nothing to see. So basically what we are trying to do is to disillusion nibbidāya is connected to viraga. So if the viraga doesn't work, the disillusionment doesn't work. That means the nibbidāya doesn't happen. I might know how to meditate. I might know very nicely about sitting for 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or even 8 hours, bearing the pain of sitting and then watching the breath. All that is okay. But did it give me nibbidāya? That means when I open up my eyes and then I go outside, let's say I go to a shopping center, am I really hooked on to something, some product, and I feel I should have it? So that means the nibbidāya and viraga has not worked. Okay, then nirodhāya. This is very delicate one, is nirodhāya, that is non-arising. Meaning, if I work properly on these two, the third one, the nirodhāya, is an automated process, because I see the movie never existed. So in my mind, it doesn't arise again. That means even if I go and sit in a movie theater along with my friends, I know it's not a movie. Meaning, I know it's a movie, not real, and there are actors who are playing it, and that's just a story, it's just a script, and then after that script, people are making money out of it, that's all. So when I go there, I'm not neither enjoying that movie or I'm not suffering along with the movie. I'm just not taking the movie to be real, so it doesn't arise. Nirodha. Then upasamāya, where upasamāya can never happen if I have not worked on the 10 immoral deeds. It's impossible. It's literally peacefulness. You're completely at peace. So 3 by the body, 3 by the speech, and 3 by the body, 4 by the speech, and 3 by the mind. If I practice it, considering death or considering arising, passing away, so if I can take a Anicca, or I can take Anatta, or I can take Dukkha, whichever I want. I can take all of them. It's up to me. But then I need to practice the 10 immoral deeds. That clicks the removal of the 3 hindrances, because the 2 are already there in the 10 immoral deeds, are the 3 ones, which is the Tinamida, then Uddaka, Kukucha, and Visikiccha. Because I practice from, that is, it is worked from the nibbidāya to upasamāya, then my doubt is gone whether this route will work or that will work. No matter whoever teaches Buddha Dhamma, in whichever this way, that way, in the Buddha, in the sutta, not in the sutta, or some story or whatever, I am able to make out, irrespective of the language, irrespective of who teaches it. Whether I am following a Burmese method, Goenka method, or Thailand method, or Vietnamese method, or this method, that method, my own method, doesn't matter. Because the book is the same. Meaning, we go by the first explanation of the Buddha, which says that somebody asks him, you are now going away. Okay, so now a few moments left. Tell me, how do I see you? So he says, very clear, don't go by me. Yo dhammam passati, so mam passati. That one who sees the Dhamma sees me. If you have understood the Dhamma, you have already seen me. There is nothing like I come and explain to you. There's no need for me to exist all the time. Even at the dying moment, you're asking me, you're crying, saying that the teacher is gone away, you're not given another successor who will replace you. No, that's not required. Yo dhammam passati, so mam passati. Then he asks another question. Okay, in a very short, if somebody were to ask, very short, tell me, how do I understand the Dhamma? So he says, don't do immoral deeds, just do moral deeds, that's all. One liner, if somebody were to ask. Okay. Then he asks, how do I cut the immoral deeds? He says that cut the paticamutpada. So he then says, your paticamutpadam passati, so dhammam passati. So one who understands the dependent origination understands the Dhamma. So he then connects it. So your dhammam passati, so mam passati, your paticamutpadam passati, so dhammam passati. That means one who sees the Dhamma sees me. One who sees the paticamutpada, the dependent 12-link origination. If somebody sees it, see means he experiences it, and he finds out that the whole life is 12-linked experience, and you have understood the Dhamma. Okay, and that will give you the other 3 which we are going to do today. We are going to do two of them today. One is abhiññāya, and another one is the sambodhāya. Sambodhāya, bodhi represents the 4 noble truths. Sambodhāya is a complete experience of the 4 noble truths. So what was Buddha looking from Alara, Kalama and the Uddaka Ramaputta was to understand the Dukkha, because he had 4 questions. First question, why is a person born? Or what are the factors which makes a person being born? And when he or she is born, why somebody is short, somebody is tall, somebody is lean, somebody is fat, and somebody is healthy and somebody is not healthy, and somebody is born in a good environment, somebody is born in a bad environment, somebody is rich and somebody is poor. What makes that? How does one being knows where to be born in the first place? This is the first question. Second, okay, born is okay, but why does a person age? What makes a person age? He's eating properly, but he ages or she ages. What makes that aging possible? The second question. And the third question. Why does a person get a disease? Even though he has taken care of everything taken care. Like his father and mother were doing it to him, that to take care of him, not to make him go anywhere. Even with that, why does a person get disease? And the fourth, why does a person die? So, birth, decay, disease, death, 4 questions. He was only looking at these 4 as dukkha. And that is exactly what 7 things are. Nibbidāya, virāgāya, nirodhāya, upasamāya, abhiññāya, sambodhāya, nibbānāya. For the 4 questions, 7 things to do to get an answer. So this is a question and this is an answer. So what I need to know for myself is, why was I born? So he says, you will come to see yourself once you reach arhat phala samapatti, because then you will remember all your past lives. Okay, answer. Good. Aging. What causes aging? You're able to see how beings come and how beings go, and how the food creates that growth and decay and death. So that answers to the aging, disease and death. So he wanted to create or basically not create, discover the Bodhi and Buddha. One who has understood the Bodhi is Buddha. So he understood the cause of the suffering itself, then the cause of suffering, then the answer to how to come out of that suffering, and the steps that needs to be taken by anyone. It's not like it's a secret that, okay, you become my disciple and then I will teach you. No, anybody can be coming there and he can practice those steps and then he is released. And he knows he is released. It's not that somebody should come and say, hey, you know what, today you're released. Oh, very good, very good. No. So 4 things, 4 questions, 7 steps and Bodhi. And once we get the Bodhi, you are in Nibbāna, because you have cut from that very craving which created existence. So now you don't have, you are literally released. So the first one, nibbidāya, Satipatthana. Second one, Viraga, 6x6, Chakka Sutta, or you can go by Indriya Bhavana Sutta. And the third one, Nirodha. You can choose any sutta, you'll only find the Nirodha element in that. Let's say Pena Pindupama Sutta talks about Nirodha. Etan Santan, Etan Panitan. If you take that again, it comes as Nirodha, nirodhāya, all that will come. So Nirodha is non-arising. So you have to find something which doesn't arise. So we can see our past has arisen and gone. It never arises again. No matter what I do, yesterday is gone, and before 8:30, it's 8:30 here, or now 8:50 now here, but I cannot get back 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. I cannot. no matter what I do. So if that is like that, then there is something also which creates the nirodha, non-arising. So if nibbida and viraga works, then nirodha is the next automated thing which happens. And if that works, upasamāya, 10 immoral deeds, there is Kunda Sutta, which I think I've shared already, and that talks about what is immoral and what is moral. He gives example and everything. So it's very clear sutta. Abhiññāya. For abhiññā. So now I come to this. What is abhiññā? Abhi is higher. Ñā is jnana, which is wisdom. Seeing things the way they are is actual wisdom. So what to see the things they are. So one of the best sutta you can find out is about food itself. Ahara. Okay. Now, forgetting the mental side of ahara, we'll take the physical side of ahara. This is abhiññā. So he says, first thing to be known is sabbe satta aharattika. Sabbe means all, satta means being, ahara is food, ittika means stabilizing, staying. So we can see from plants to every being, we can see through our eyes. If there is a food, then the being exists. If there is no food, then there is no being. So plant, seed, then there is Kama Sutta, which talks about there's a seed, there's a consciousness is the seed, which I also have shared. So consciousness is the seed. Then the tanha is the moisture, and the ground, the field, is Kama. Now, getting food from bacteria. So let's say my mouth, the moment I eat food, the bacteria is there everywhere. So it just enters along with the food. And we call that as gut bacteria, because the stomach, once it goes inside, it keeps on biting. So the stomach bacteria, mouth bacteria, saliva with mouth bacteria. That's a very common sense thing, that I don't have to take a microscope and see where the bacteria are. Very simple. When the body sleeps and wakes up next day morning, if I just hold my hand near to my mouth, it stinks, which clearly shows that there is some other being which is doing something with my mouth or the food. Or if I'm having cavities, if I'm having bleeding gums, or if I'm having something, it very clearly shows that there's an infection. They call it as bacterial infection. It's a living being. Virus is non-living being, and the bacteria are living beings. That means they are able to live. They're able to make their colonies. And what are they in search for? Food. Absolute food. That's all. Like that, every part of the body, let's say I go for a jog or a walk, and then normally sweat doesn't have any smell, but I stink. Now the question to be asked is, why am I stinking? I didn't do anything to stink, actually. I did not put the bad odor on myself. In fact, nobody likes bad odor, but I'm getting bad odor. Now if I see it's a bacteria which is eating the oil content which is coming along with the sweat, so it is feeding on that. Simple. So I don't have to again look at a microscope and say, here is the bacteria. It's quite obvious. So what Buddha says is, take the quite obvious ones. That is called abhiññāya. You see from slightly higher dimension and focus on that. Can't you see that everything is coming due to food? It's not that whether you believe something or you don't believe something. If you don't give food, nothing comes out. If you give food, it comes out. So plant, seed is there, you pour water, it comes. If it's supposed to come. If the condition matches, vijnana doesn't come on its own. It requires a condition. If the condition is favorable, it comes out. So now it is sprouting. And you see the fun. The plant is coming from mud. But are you eating mud? You are eating plant. But how did the plant come? Through mud. Similarly, animal food, whatever it is, it's the same. It came from the animal ate the plant, and the human being or any animal, they ate the animal. So what do you get? Same proteins, same minerals, same calcium, same phosphorus. So where is the person there? This body, if you cut, you'll find only phosphorus, sulfur, sodium and this and that. You'll get only elements. You don't get a person. So the aspect to be meditated, if we were to go into meditation for 15 minutes, let's say, is to really see for ourselves, applying the first one, nibbidāya, till the abhiññāya, is to see what I am and what each one of us are. We can't say that we are only elements. We are elements plus the mind, which has ability to sense, and then to fuel both of them, there is consciousness, vijnana. And vijnana is conditioned. Conditioned by what? Conditioned by the body and the mind. So till the jiviti indriya, that is the life vital force, is in place, the life exists. The moment it's time, the consciousness walks away, because the jiviti indriya is no longer there. That means life faculty is no longer there. And we can see that. How does a person die? The person doesn't die. The consciousness goes away. And since consciousness is attached to the body, and when the body becomes totally cold, we say that person passed away, because that's exactly how we have named him. So and so person was born, and so person is now passed away. What was born was a consciousness which was never seen. The womb entry nobody saw. The child which is coming inside the womb, first day, second day, third day, fifth day, 10th day, 20th day, 30th day, 40th day, and this woman is totally worried about why she is not getting the menstrual cycle. So she then goes to a doctor and she says that, look, my cycle has delayed. So, and the doctor says, why don't you do a pregnancy test? And then after they do the pregnancy test, and the doctor says, hey, good news, you've become pregnant. Did she really become pregnant? Or the consciousness walked in? Did she do anything to become pregnant? No. Okay, now the question, now the mind feels, I'm pregnant. Okay, the consciousness makes that experience possible, saying that, oh yeah, you're pregnant. Now, did she do anything about when the child is going to come out? No, nothing. Every month she goes to the clinic and shows her tummy, and the doctor checks, scans it and says that, okay, the child is properly growing and this is what it is and this is how it looks. And the mother to be is happy seeing that the child is growing. But is she really doing anything about the child? No. Absolutely not. And depending upon the child, how it is growing, then the doctor will say that on so and so date, most likely you will deliver. It's not that definitive. So 2 days ago, 2 days before, the woman starts getting the pains, cramps and other things, and then she thinks that, oh, I'm getting these, so can I do it at home or should I go to the hospital? Two options. Now she goes wherever. She does at home or at hospital. It takes time. So abhiññāya is to see whether somebody is herself doing that. No. It's an automated process. You just cannot do anything about the child entry into the womb, because there was no child to enter, and the exit from the womb. That woman has to suffer with pain, and then it comes. Now what's the first look of that mother? Oh, is my child having everything, every part? Okay. But did she do anything about it? No. Absolutely not. It's just like you're putting water onto the seed and the plant has come. Similarly, semen and egg, they joined together and then it started. Nobody did anything to that. It's straightforward, but the mind feels, no, it's my child. I'm not saying that is wrong, but if we want the next, that is the nibbāna, you want to experience that, you need to see what is really happening out there. But for expression, I can say, oh, here is my wife and here is my daughter, here is my son. Fine, fair. Mentally, can I take it as wife and husband and son and daughter? No. I can still interact with everyone, but not feel that inside. Because if I have that, I can see the person is changing. Because there was no person. The body is changing. Just like the plant, small plant grows and becomes tall and leads to fruits and then starts decaying and it falls down. Same thing is happening with this body. It was small, this small, then started growing and it cannot fit within this hand. So then you have to place it down or hold it like this, and after some time that cannot be held. You have to put that boy or girl down. Starts to grow and it grows and it grows and it grows, and then like the seed having all kind of things inside, that person is showing his or her personality along with the body. It can develop whatever it can develop. So nothing is in anybody's control. So we can see the anatta there. So abhiññāya is to observe exactly what is happening. Not what I think is happening. Exactly what's happening. Abhiññāya. Abhi is higher, ñā is to jnana, which is wisdom. So with that higher wisdom, sitting up and seeing what really is happening. So we can take ahara, food. This is one way of doing it. And what's the second way of doing it? The second way of doing it is, look at the 32 parts of the body. Now, when I see this eyes and ears and nose, this is the 5 senses in my face. And there is saliva and all these things, bones. This is given to me in whichever form it is, meaning height of this, weight of this, and etc. etc. I have to first accept it is mine, which is dukkha. First dukkha is the whole dukkha itself. The second dukkha is understanding that, meaning making it as mine. It is mine only. So anybody, including my passport, to every information talks about me. That is the dukkha. Then I have to maintain this forever. Teeth, maintain. Nose, maintain. Ears, maintain. Body, maintain. Food, maintain. Pieces, maintain. Arms, maintain. Legs, maintain. Everything should be maintained. If a person cannot maintain, he becomes sick. So everything should be maintained. The urine should be maintained, should be regulated. Too much of urination, problem. No urination, problem. Too much of going into the toilet, problem. Not at all getting it is a problem. Too much of mucus is a problem. No mucus is again a problem. So everything is a conditioned cycle. You have to properly align the condition. This is sankhara dukkha. Then the problem. Viparinama dukkha. Unexpected changes. I will give one example. So last week, it's been 2 years that I have not shown to a dentist. So now that Corona is not much in Bangalore, I thought let me visit a dentist because I used to get cleaned. It's 2 years I have not gone. So let me go and visit. And I used to have some pain here. I thought let me show to him. There's a hole in my teeth. Now you see I have not made a hole myself. It has happened. And it has happened because dukkha, that means this is my teeth. Sankhara dukkha, I have brushed my teeth and I have taken care. The maximum I could take care. Then I went and showed him. And he said, you have to go for a root canal. Then I felt, oh, root canal, is there a way of doing it? He said, no, not without root canal. So on Friday, last Friday, I had a root canal. So they gave me injection. So now you see the fun. I had to take that pain. Unexpected changes, pain. Now he started drilling. That pain. The tooth is gone. That pain. Now he's put something else here. That pain. Can I do anything about it? No. Anatta. Simple. I don't have to sit into meditation and see this. I can see it without that. And then he said that it will be paining a lot after you finish it a day, after half a day. And it not pain. I just left it. No problems. So why I'm sharing this with you is, this is the viparinama dukkha. So dukkha, teeth. Sankhara dukkha, maintaining of the teeth and gums. Viparinama dukkha, changes. What I can do now? Nothing. I can only visit the dentist. Other than that, I cannot do anything. If it pains much, then I have to go to dentist. If it's not paining, then I have to adjust, eat the food on this side and not eat this side or something like that, if I don't want him to do something like this. But now I can eat wherever I want because now that he has removed the teeth. So there is no way that it can touch the nerve and it pains. No. Like that hair. I did not pluck this hair, saying that no, I don't like this hair. Can I do anything about my baldness? No. Dukkha, my hair. Sankhara dukkha, keep on maintaining the hair. Viparinama dukkha. Even after doing that, it's not up to me whether the hair is going to remain or not. This is abhiññāya. Now it's 9:10. Let's do a meditation for 15 minutes from nibbidāya to abhiññāya. So when you're starting, I'll keep on telling you. So when you do the nibbidāya, just watch yourself to be at 32 part of the body, 20 on solid, 12 on liquid. If you don't remember all 20, forget it. You just take your hair, skin, flesh, bones. That's all. Don't take, and feces or whatever you want to take. Okay, that's all you take. Don't take anything more than, don't try to think, oh, what after this, what will come. No, don't worry. Take 4 or 5. You don't have to take nails, whatever you can see. And also on the watery element, Saliva, anyway it's there. Urine, you have seen it. Mucus, want it, take it. Sweat, you have seen it. So take sweat, saliva, urine. That's it. Be done with it. Don't go by all the 12, let me remember. No, don't do that. Okay. Then come to viraga. You see whether you can maintain the sight, sound, taste, touch, smell. That's all. Then you come to nirodha. You watch whether anything stays like yesterday or day before yesterday or something like that. No. That is viraga. That is nirodha. Upasamāya. Start with the 10 dasa kusala. Don't observe the dasa akusala, dasa kusala. That check whether you have mind filled with killing, no. Stealing, no. Then sensual misconduct, no. And then telling lies or manipulating the words, no. Then creating a disagreement, discord, that is not there. Then harsh speech, no. Then am I wasting my time in some stupid things? No. Then am I more interested in such a way that somebody's wealth or whatever should become mine? No. Then whether I'm getting angry, irritated, agitated, whatever? No. Am I feeling that there should be donation, we should give donation, whether we should make everyone happy? Yes. Okay. 10 over. Then abhiññāya. Okay. So when you come to abhiññāya, take whatever you want. You want to take dukkha, sankhara dukkha, viparinama dukkha on your body, that will work. Or you take food, ahara. Both of them will give the same result. Okay. So 9:12 we'll meet at 9:30, which is 18 minutes from now.
Let me ask you just a question.
Yeah, sure.
If I'm checking on these 10 and it's not no, it is yes. What do I do then?
Then you have to work it out. Then you have to separately work it out, because those will become an hindrance. So let's say,
yes, so
yeah.
Am I working on it at the same moment, or just mark for myself, yes, here I have a problem, and I pass to the next one?
You pass to the next one. So you look at it. Let's say you're getting irritated. Observe the irritation, that there is irritation. Okay, don't worry about why the irritation is there. Okay, something is there in the mind, just ignore it. What it would do is, it will not allow you to get into a peaceful state, that is upasamāya, completely, and that doesn't give you abhiññāya. So you know, you yourself will come to know how the hindrances are happening. Then we work on the hindrance separately, meaning we can take that itself and work it out as a jhana. Next time, that is when we meet on Wednesday, we can do that. And a very good question, and this is applicable to all. If you are getting stuck somewhere, don't stand on that. You move forward. Make a note in your mind, oh, I'm having this, next, go ahead. Just like what you learn in Goenka Vipassana. If you are going from all the sensation and you find you're stuck, don't, just keep on moving. And then again come back, right? The same thing, almost like Burmese method talks about the same thing. Don't get stuck there. You watch your body. You continue watching it. So don't stop there. Good question. Okay, so we'll start. Start with watching the breath, and then take yourself from nibbidāya, viraga, nirodhāya, upasamāya, abhiññāya. Sambodhāya is a big topic. Let us go through that on Wednesday. Right now, let's continue on these 5 of them. Continue your meditation from the nibbidāya to abhiññāya. You all continue. I'll drop off now. We'll meet up on Wednesday.